Lester MLK here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I have something to share with you. So remember, if you don't remember, go and look for the video. 2019 I made a video about how I was struggling to get my driver's license. So now I'm making a video now telling you that I finally made it. Mama, I made it. I got my license now. License. So finally, your girl has a license, and it wasn't an easy journey, you know. So finally we got a license, and this is how we got it. So 2017, when I was in uni, my friends started, going for licenses. They wanted to do their driver's license, and I was like, you know what? Let me do it too. So I went for my theory test 2017. I failed my theory test. I got 25 out of 30. So you have to get 26 out of 26 and above to pass your theory test. I got 25 out of 30. So I was close, but yet so far, And I was like, okay. And then 2018, I rewrote my theory test again, and your girl passed the theory test. I got 30 out of 30. I totalized the whole thing. So yeah, and I started, like, when you're done with the theory test, you have to do your yard test. So I got started with the yard test practice. I had never been in a car before, so I was learning everything from the start, how to reverse, changing gears, everything. I was learning it from scratch. So it was kind of difficult at first, but eventually I just got the hang of it. And then around from 2018 up to 2023, I was trying to, I went for yard tests. I failed 3 and passed the 4th one. So the first time I went for my yard test, I hit a cone when I was doing reverse parking. It was the same thing with the second time I went for the yard test. I also hit a cone when I was doing reverse parking. And then the third time I didn't do the side parking correctly. And the 4th time I passed. That was 2021, around November, towards December, because I know that's when I passed. And time is passing by. The theory marks, they expire after a while. They should have expired 2020, but because of the COVID season, the transport department decided to extend the dates. And then 2022, I was pumped up. I was like, you know what, I'm going to do this license thing. I want to finish it and just be done with it. And 2022, I started going for driving school again, practicing for my road test. I gave the people who were supposed to book for me my papers, but they were like, we lost your papers. I was like, I'm tired of this. And then 2022, I didn't go for any test at all. 2023, I'm not even thinking of continuing with my journey. But around March, something is like, you know what, Blessing, just go and and try for the last time. So by now, like, my theory test marks were expired, which meant I had to rewrite the theory test. So I did. I rewrote it. I passed. Then I was like, okay, let me go for the road test. I jump-started the road test practice. I did it. It was not challenging as much because I already had, practice from the previous year, from 2022. I was ready to go for the test, but because my papers got lost, I just gave up and I was like, I'm done. So now I get started with the process again. I find a driving school, and we go for, they book for me. So around March, April, yeah, between April, May, and June, I was going for the road test. So you stay for 2 weeks. When you fail, you have to stay 14 days before you rebook again. So I started booking around May. So May, I booked for my road test. The first one, I failed it. The second one, after 14 days, I booked for the second one. I failed it as well. And then the third time, I passed my road test and I was done. I was only left with, getting my license, which I didn't get immediately. So I had to come back at a later date because, that day the network at the transport department wasn't okay. So I had to come back another day. But overall, I'm glad that I completed the process, but after getting the license, you're like, it's like you wanted to be a wow moment to be like, wow, you really achieved something. But I was like, okay, yeah, what's next? I'm not saying I'm not grateful. I'm grateful I did it. The reason why I stuck with it for 6 years was because I wanted it, right? But after getting it, there's no wowie moment. It's like, yeah, you've completed it. Now move on to the next thing. But overall, it was just a great process. It has taught me patience, even though I don't know if I'm patient, but hey, it has taught me something, and it has taught me to stick to things I want to do. Some people take a week to complete their license, some people 2 weeks, some people a month. It took me 6 years, so whatever dream that you have, please don't give up on that dream, okay? So thank you. So that is the story about how I got my license, how many times I went for tests, and I hope it helps you.